After the defeat of Emperor Palpatine on the second Death Star and the redemption of Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker traveled the galaxy in hopes of finding artifacts and records of the Jedi Order from the time of his father. Along the way, Luke discovered many pieces of information about the previous history of the Jedi Order, including some of its most important members. I'm going to break down exactly what Luke Skywalker knew about Qui-Gon Jinn, the master of Obi-Wan Kenobi. Before we get into it, remember to subscribe down below, as only 31% of you have currently hit the red button. So as you all know, with this series, I'm going to read a page out of the journal of Luke Skywalker, which he wrote after he began his journey to discover as much knowledge as possible about the old Jedi Order. Along the way, Luke discovered many ancient lightsaber designs from the Old Republic and both Jedi and Sith holocrons, so let me know in the comments down below if you want to see what Luke discovered about those things. The following page in Luke's journal is a note about Master Qui-Gon Jinn's deep connection to the Skywalker family and how he preferred to listen to the will of the Force more than he did the will of the Jedi Council. This journal entry from Luke was intended to teach his students to ask questions and listen to the Force before taking action. Luke wanted his new Jedi Order to follow the lead of Qui-Gon Jinn more than the old Jedi Order of the Republic era, which ultimately fell to the Sith. So here's the page. While he may not be a Skywalker by blood, Qui-Gon Jinn shared a deep connection to my family's history through the Jedi Order. This revered Jedi Master trained Obi-Wan Kenobi, who in turn trained my father and then later became my mentor. Qui-Gon was known for listening to the Force more than to the Jedi Code, a trait that often put him at odds with the Jedi High Council. Master Jinn was killed by Sith Lord Darth Maul prior to the start of the Clone Wars, but he was the first of only a few Jedi who discovered a way for his spirit to transcend into its physical form. So right away, it's clear that Luke knows how deeply connected Qui-Gon Jinn was to the Skywalker family. He realizes that the whole story of the Skywalker family begins with Qui-Gon Jinn, starting from when he discovered Anakin on Tatooine all those years ago. Luke discovered that Qui-Gon was the master of his own master, Obi-Wan Kenobi, who went on to also train his father, Anakin Skywalker. It's awesome to know that Luke has traced back the history of his masters all the way back to Qui-Gon. Just wait until he finds out that Qui-Gon's master was Count Dooku. The next part that Luke realized is that because Qui-Gon listened only to the will of the Force and not to the orders of the Jedi Council, he was ultimately able to see through the flaws of the Jedi Order and the arrogance that led to their downfall. If he was alive during the Clone Wars and was able to be the master of Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader may have never fallen to the dark side and the Jedi Order may still exist. Following this, we can see that Luke knew about the fight on Naboo between Qui-Gon Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and Darth Maul. The fight on Naboo clearly had a massive impact on Luke's life and the training of his Jedi Order, because he mentions it many times throughout his journal, realizing just how much it changed the perspective of his master, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now, something very interesting that Luke was able to learn is that Qui-Gon was one of only a few Jedi who ever discovered a way to transfer their spirit into the form of a Force Ghost. Luke was probably taught how to become a Force Ghost by both Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan before his death. Initially, Qui-Gon was only able to appear as a voice in the Force, but later on he was able to complete his training and appear as a Force Ghost to Obi-Wan before he sacrificed himself against Darth Vader on the Death Star. In this series, I usually ask you guys where you think Luke discovered the information about the people, weapons, and Force powers in his journal, but this time I might not have to. It's very possible that Luke spoke directly to the Force Ghost of Qui-Gon Jinn as he was writing the journal, giving him all of the information needed to write this entry. But let me know down below if you think they did speak together in the form of a Force Ghost. That's everything Luke Skywalker knew about the master of his master, Qui-Gon Jinn. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe for more awesome Star Wars lore content. Cheers guys, hope to see you in the next one.